Hidden behind a gas station off Airline Highway is the kind of place you only find if someone tells you about it. Since 2015, Banh Mi Boys has been quietly rewriting what a po' boy can be. Vietnamese heritage meets Cajun and Creole instinct. Pickled vegetables next to fried seafood. French bread doing what it's always done here, bringing cultures together.
You were the first person in probably the world, yet Louisiana to say, let's just say that, that started using Louisiana fried seafood and playing with that whole banh mi instead of a po' boy. Now you see a lot of people adapting, people that don't even have any Asian culture or even Viet culture are utilizing Dong Fong or Haido Bakery to use for their po' boys. It's kind of changed the rhythm of how things have been done for 200, 300 years, and you kind of had that big toe in the door to do that. How's that feel?
It feels kind of cool. Like I've noticed, like after, seeing the culinary scene, people are like grabbing onto banh mi, implementing like pickled carrots and daikons, playing around with the flavors. Like you see the day, like Parkway. They do a buffalo shrimp banh mi now for Po' Boy Fest. So just to have it reach that far to where people are getting to know it as a standard now, because at the time I started, pho was a primary example of Vietnamese food. Now, when I opened, that was my whole idea. Is like, banh mi is kind of secondary. Let's put that to light and make it big, and a lot of people know that. And the food here was like that gateway that blew it up. We've got to know all the customers, like the family. We're in the neighborhood over here in Jefferson Parish, so we know everybody. We see their faces almost every day. This is routine. This is like a little grocery store for the community. So, yeah, getting to know that, I always believe that's a big part of like, that mom and pop quality. I always tell my front of house, get to know people on a first name basis, because this is a second kitchen. This is a second home to them, second home to us. So we got to treat it as such.
For some people, it's their first home. Spend more time here than you spend with your family.
Yeah, I've missed weddings, birthdays, all of that, to clean out fires and do a boil outs and all that. So I've been there. Tiring.
Yeah, it's such a rewarding place to be now that you are a chef to watch, and now that you have greater ambitions and really just taking yourself to the pinnacle of what you can do. And it's awesome. I love watching your career blossom. I love watching your brother, Quck's career blossom into something that really allows us to make this parish a great place to be. Jefferson Parish seems to be a driving force behind helping businesses strive, and I really love that about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it was. We are the community, and we're doing our part, creating good food, making the community happy, and keeping the economy good.
Yeah.
And providing good food to the people.
The economy's strong in Jefferson Parish, man. I can't attest to any other parish.
Yeah.
The economy's strong in Jefferson Parish.
Yeah, I mean.
So while Viet Cajun, Viet Creole was being invented, what were you watching? What was inspiring you during that time? Or was it just nose in the grind?
Man, my main thing is I grew up on Food Network. So I grew up obsessed with watching Chopped, and that's what I really try to do. Like, go in the pantry, make something out of that. So, because it keeps my gears grinding for like creativity. It's like, what can I make with that? And that's what really taught me how to make fun dishes, make something out of nothing. But growing up, that was the thing. How can I tie these two things together? Or like, when I go out to eat, I'll enjoy flavors and like I'll memory bank them, and like, let's see how we can take those flavors that I enjoyed and create something new with that. That's what really the menu was built off of. Like, I hoarded a lot of things. The menu was super basic with just two things initially, which was the Oyster Rockefeller fries and Vietnamese steak and egg fries, and same thing on a po' boy and banh mi. And then I started running specials like every month, and then that's what built the menu. And then at some point we had to stop because it was way too much. So
what could a Vietnamese kid in any city in the world take from this? What could they learn from your career?
Man, a lot of Vietnamese upbringing. Our parents want us to be doctors, lawyers, and stuff. I know it's very stereotypical, but it's true. My parents wanted me to be a doctor, and I looked at it, I was like, that's 10 years of my life in school, and I hate school. And, I grew up understanding business, so I've been blessed enough with the opportunity to do a business and enjoy cooking, so put those two together, and now I'm living my passion. But that's where I'm getting to. Like, I want kids. I understand that, everybody's got to make money. Do that job, get a side hustle that's a passion, and turn that passion into a profit. That way, you don't have to work. And what better place to do it than Jefferson Parish?
Boom, I love it, baby, love it.
The owner built this place against the advice of his parents, turned a small space into a reflection of who he really was.
Like, tell me this, when you travel around the country or even around the world, you mentioned you just came from Vietnam, but do you see influences of New Orleans via Cajun, via Creole in other people's foods? Like if they traveled here and kind of adapted that fusion, do you see that?
When I went to Vietnam, I guess I've seen on the internet they do have little pockets here and there, but out of the country, not too much because I haven't been out of the country too much, honestly. But traveling from Texas to California a lot, you'll see it a lot. You know, anywhere that there's a dense Asian Vietnamese community, you'll see it happen because honestly, we're all kind of like, there's somebody that's related to somebody that's been here and they want to bring that same kind of vibe out to other states. So you'll see that, especially like, you know, the Cajun crawfish, that became a hit, and you'll see that almost everywhere from Florida, from East Coast to the West Coast.
The menu is overwhelming, in the best way. You don't rush here. You explore, bite by bite, visit by visit.
All right, so walk me through this.
So right now, I'm showing you some standard stuff we have on the menu and some specials we got. This is the Banh shrimp banh mi, which is kind of like the gateway to what brings people in here. Classic sweet Thai chili glaze on a fried shrimp, combining, you know, those Asian flavors with po' boy styles, but that's where it meets in the middle right here. Fried shrimp po' boy meets Asian flavors in a banh mi.
So this was the first prototype on your VA Creole kind of venture?
No, not. Yeah, actually, yes. This is what really set everything to everybody. This is like our most popular thing for sure. It gets ordered so much because people love that flavor, and that's what gets them in the door to try that and be like, oh, okay, that was cool. Let's try something different.
If I make woke Taylor Swift,
No,
this will never be out of style.
see, like that's what's great about banh mi.
Wow.
Like, those nice big flavors and then those fresh veggies hit you, like it just excites your palate so much, and it never gets old. It really never does because it hits all the flavor profiles.
I'm tasting my childhood mixed with just flavors I've never really even thought to put into the same profile. Like, I never would have grown up thinking that cilantro, lemongrass, ginger, and daikon radish would ever go well with fried shrimp. But thanks to these gentlemen who grew up here learning all this, they've provided me an opportunity to have this fusion that's really changing the climate of southeastern Louisiana. I mean, it's truly molding into the new addition to Creole, and I'm here for it. I'm here to embrace it. I love it. So we're looking at birria.
Yeah, so this is a Viet Mexican combination. So these are actually, it's, you know, how you can overlap cultures, like their dishes, they're all kind of the same in a sense. So birria is actually very similar to Vietnamese dish called bò kho. It's basically a beef stew. So we get the spice from the Mexican side, we get the sweetness and aromatics from the Vietnamese side, and with those combined, we do, this can be served different ways, but I did it noodles way because everybody is cold right now. So, you know, this hits a little different than your tradition. Boy, it's hot.
It is hot, but it's phenomenal. Is this a potato or is this a...
That's a carrot. So carrots go traditionally in the bò kho. So yeah, that's what I kind of do. I kind of try to see where can I have fun and put two things together that I enjoy. I enjoy bò kho. I enjoy birria, and not so many people know what bò kho is, so they get to try it here. So what we got here, this when we ran this business, you know, like I said, everybody knew what pho was. They like, man, you need to sell pho. You need to sell pho. But little did they know, the way things work for pho setup, it's impossible to sell that. I would need a bigger kitchen, more labor. I'm just trying to keep things simple. So to answer that, I made pho wings. Basically took the flavors of pho and put it in seasoning form, made a pho dry rub, and gave people the experience of pho in a chicken wing.
So these are battered as well?
Yes, these are like Asian style battered wings. It's cornstarch fried, where it's like double fried, so it gets a little bit more extra crispy. And get by those, and it's juicy. And when you take a bite, you taste like you're eating pho.
Cheers, man.
You know, cheers.
I taste like pho. I love that.
I like to make fun stuff like that.
Red bean paste. It tastes a lot. Taste of oyster is prominent, and a little bit of chili sauce. What is that?
That's a sriracha. So we drizzle oyster and sriracha on it, and then finish it off with green onions and cilantro to make it look pretty and give you those extra fun flavors that people enjoy.
So shout out to the Bren's family for doing a lot for Southeastern Louisiana cultural hospitality. They invented brunch, they invented Eggs Benedict, they invented a lot of other things, but what they invented is hospitality. And primarily, one of their favorite things they did was Bananas Foster. So this gentleman right here has created a Bananas Foster that is about to blow my mind. So Chef, can you please explain to us what this Bananas Foster?
Yes, this is our dessert options here. I mean, we have a lot of day-old bread, so I like to reutilize it. We do, we have our standard white chocolate almond one, and I like to have a special on that and do random different flavor ones that have fun with. So this one is a classic Banana Foster's one. This is cream cheese stuffed bread pudding, and we have instead of a standard Bananas Foster, it's a miso Bananas Foster.
So tell me about the miso. Why are you using that in there?
So it's just,
umami sense?
Yeah, give it a little bit more depth. It's like imagine a salted caramel with a little bit more depth. We're using white miso paste to really do it for me it's like a smoother sweetness. It's like when you make Bananas Foster, it's very sweet, but this is kind of like a little bit more balanced, and it just, you can taste the difference. It's just a different experience. That's in general, that's what I'm trying to do. Just create a different experience, and it's some fun to do.
What sounds fun, man? Wow. I do see how it rounds it up.
Yeah.
And I love the cream cheese, man.
Yeah, so this is not traditional, like I made it my style. Everything I do, I try to black influence a little bit, and this is a little bit softer, more unctuous, more luxurious. So give it the more actual pudding, concept.
Absolutely love this.
Yeah.
Man, on behalf of Jefferson Parish and me, Chef Puchavera, man, much love to you, your family, everybody. You guys influence me every day. You guys are always here for me, just like Jefferson Parish is, man.
Yeah.
It's a great place to grow up, great place to live, and it's great to be able to experience these cultural dinners and cultural experiences through my peers, fellow chefs, and just the people that I grew up with, my neighbors. It's beautiful.
We're all one big family.
Amen, baby.
We stick together.
Amen, that's what we do. Boom.
Finding the unexpected inside familiar flavors is what makes a food city like this feel alive. For Banh Mi Boys, it's just another day.